Alright, we are back. Let's finish that puzzle. Had a pretty good weekend, so let's do it. Oh wait, wrong spots. Oh wait, actually I gotta go to town, right? I gotta buy some items. That's what I was gonna do. Buy some items and go finish that tower. Alright, they dropped a gelatin. That's worth that little fight. Let's buy another life potion. Buy 10 of these, buy 10 of these, 5 of these. And let's check the armor shop. Everything I got is good. You know what's crazy? I'm level 8 now, and I still can't kill those monsters in one hit. 8 levels higher than I was, and I still can't kill them in one hit. Wow, I didn't get any fights. I'm surprised. Rats and spiders, rats and spiders. Nice, critical. Wow, force measures. Victory! Another thing I don't understand is, like, I just hit for 105 damage with just a regular attack with Ryu, but when I use my spell, it says weakness and it only hits for like 99 damage. Like, I know that spell hits multiple enemies, but I'm sure if I use my other one, it's gonna do the same thing. That was cool. I like that. Son of a bitch, poison. Shit, maybe I should have got more magic potions. Alright, cool. Deals ice damage to one enemy. It's by 2, so we might need it. Let's do it. Yeek! It's a dragon. Damn, keep your guard up, guys. Dragon. Ouch. Why would you do that? Is my over limit? Ouch. Good boy, okay. 69 damage, that sucks. Dragon Fang. 196, nice, I like that. Oh, Caroline, what the hell? That was sort of gay. Paralysis. Damn, she still got paralysis? Oh my gosh. This paralysis thing is sort of gay, dude. Let's try the ice scroll. 290, that's it. Man, dude, die. Ouch. It's almost dead. Alright, victory. Drago Hide was found and Magical Herb Defense was found. Phew, that was a tough monster. No kidding. Dragons certainly live up to their reputation. No wonder why Gramps couldn't get the crystal egg here. Well, as much as in here too. Ouch. Ah, you monster. Victory! Keen is level 9 now, nice. Crystal egg was found. Congratulations. Okay. That was a weird exit, man. You gotta make the exit better. I didn't even see it. Just so I knew where it was. For a second I thought I was about to be trapped. Need to fix that exit. Make it more noticeable. You got poison right at the end. Punk. Show is now level 9, nice. Heal first. Thank you for allowing me to enjoy my day. You got that egg yet? Were you handed over the crystal egg? Wonderful, simply wonderful. Thank you so much, my boy. You worked hard. Here's your pass. Elder pass received. So I was Irvin after you anyways. It's because I know many of the legends of ancient times. Why would that Irvin guy be interested in that? There's no way you could understand. There's one legend that I know, which very, very few people have even heard a peep about. The legend was initially only really known by the higher-ups, but they eventually attempted to make the legend disappear because it described the most horrifying objects of this world. Thus, their children are unaware of it today. But it's just a legend. What's so frightening about this legend that the higher-ups, tried to erase it from existence? Well, you see, the legend happens to have some truth to it. For many years, it was believed to be nothing more than a fairy tale. Then one day, about 13 years ago, one of those who knew the legend found one of the terrifying objects. Now you gotta fix objects and make it objects. Described in the possession. I think possession is spelled wrong too, but I'm not positive. But I think there's too many S's. Of the royal family of the city Kuretsuki. I've never heard of such a city. That's because, well, it's because of the discovery they possessed. Maybe you're right. I don't know. You might be right. I'm possessed. I'm not sure. One of the 5 objects. I don't like how you just put 5. Maybe type it. Spell it. So what the hell is this legend you keep on mentioning? Listen carefully, my boy. I'll tell you. Oh, snap, cussing. A long time ago, the world became engulfed in war. In response, a mythical tower appeared. From it, shrill cries were heard every night, demanding that the foolish war ended. However, the roots of hatred had run too deep into their minds, and they ignored the demands. The fighting continued for the next month, and suddenly a cry, far louder than the previous ones, erupted from the tower. To everyone's horror, black fire soon burst from the tower, and scattered around the world. They all transformed into phoenixes, which raised cities and villages all over the world. After just a single night of this carnage, they suddenly gathered together and formed a single, gigantic phoenix. It told the humans that it would incinerate the world in exactly 4 days. 5 men quickly forged 5 holy swords that had the power to exorcise evil. I think you spelled that wrong too, exercise, but I'm not sure. Before the 4 days were up, they brought the swords to the tower, where the Phoenix dwelled. Okay. So you're telling me these men knew the world had 4 days to live and somehow they forged these swords that fast, or came up with the idea, or whatever they needed to do? I don't know, maybe make the time period a little bit longer, because that seems a little really unrealistic. That's like saying the world got AIDS, and it was like worse than AIDS now, like it just was like, let's say zombies, and everyone's just getting infected, and they knew they only had 4 days. The odds of them finding a cure in those 4 days are slim to none. The Phoenix knew the 5 men were intent on getting rid of it. The Phoenix blasted a raging inferno at them. However, the warriors simply blocked the flames with their swords. In an instant, the flames disappeared. In a rage, the fearsome creature charged at them. One man simply slashed through the monster with his sword. However, it didn't slice the Phoenix like one would expect. Instead, the Phoenix remained perfectly intact. But a fifth of the Phoenix's mighty powers was absorbed by the sword. Although the Phoenix was completely bewildered as to what happened, they continued to fight. The 4 other men also slashed the monster with their swords, each sword absorbing a fifth of the Phoenix's power. In the end, the Phoenix's power was sealed within the 5 swords, leaving the Phoenix as a powerless monster that was easily slayed. However, the 5 swords were nevertheless imbued with the Phoenix's evil energy. The 5 men went mad and they all attacked each other. Finally coming to their senses, with one of the men with his last dying breath, he dispelled the scare of the 5 swords across the world, knowing full well the disaster the swords could bring. It was said the 5 swords, thanks to the Phoenix's energy, gained new special abilities and were named according to those abilities. They are the calligraphy sword. It was able to cut various symbols into whatever it pierced, inducing great pain. Additionally, the symbols carved could have various magical effects on its victims. Apostrophe with its. It's a serpent sword. It was able to split into 4 separate blades, which could each twist and turn like snakes. The blades were also able to about that doesn't sound right. Triple the length of its normal appearance. The illusion sword. It could cause those it cuts to see hallucinations. Then these hallucinations weakened victims and made them vulnerable to mind control. Ooh. The reduction sword. The overall abilities of anyone cut is weakened. This sword is more dangerous due to the fact that it wasn't very easy to distinguish from normal swords, especially from a distance. And finally, the Hell sword. It could create darkness at the user's whim, and it cuts through anything. Oddly, this sword is also said to have a variety of other powers by others, but whether they are true or not remains unknown, and that is the legend. Whoa, these swords possess their wielder? Not exactly. They merely greatly amplify the evil within the wielder. An unwary user of a demon sword, as they were called, could very easily become a mass murderer. Even if the user is a very good person normally, it's very difficult to fight off the evil effects of the demon swords. So even we could be affected by the swords? If you aren't prepared, then yes. Now let me continue. Oh, it's not over. So after it was discovered, the royal family of the city, Kuretsuki, had a demon sword. Haru, Natsura, Akira, Fiora, and Shizan City all sent numerous troops to Kuretsuki. The soldiers killed every last man, woman, and child. Then there was a decree that banned the telling of the legend of the demon swords. Shortly after, another worldwide decree was passed which banned the telling of Kuretsuki, and to pretend the city never existed. How could a whole city be slaughtered just because they carried one of the legendary swords? People were afraid. In the wrong hands, a sword could be used as a killing machine. To make matters worse, many children were being born in that city that had extraordinary abilities. The city was already feared, and with the discovery of the Hell Sword in their possession, they decided to bury Kuretsuki with the Hell Sword. The most horrible part of the massacre is the fact that no one bothered to remember that Kuretsuki was always peaceful. But how did the person who found the sword in Kuretsuki know he wasn't making a mistake? Some of the swords are generally very distinctive from typical swords. The Hell Sword was known for being a pure black color and having a very demonic looking handle. No way. He knows it. there something about the description that you have seen, boy? For you, who have we seen with a sword like the Elder describes? Was your mind too clouded with thoughts to run away to remember, you idiot? Hey, are you talking about exactly the man we encountered in the forest had a sword exactly like the Elder described? Now that you mention it, I did feel something strange about that sword. It seemed to pulse with evil. About time you remembered, Shao. We beat him. Nice. And just who was this man you encountered with such a sword? What did he look like? We don't know his name, but he had black hair and black eyes. He wore a long black cloak and black light armor. On the back of his cloak, I believe there was a symbol of a crow. That's impossible. You know anything special about that man? Based on your description of his appearance and clothing, he must be a survivor of the Kurotsuki royal family, known as the Karasis. The Karasis family wore similar clothing and were renowned for their jet black hair and eyes. He wants revenge. Would you mind telling me approximately how old this person you encountered was? He appeared to be about early to mid-20s. 20s is cut off a little bit. I see. Then he must have been a young boy during the Kurosaki massacre. Be careful of that man. His heart is probably filled with hatred and vengeance. You spelled probably wrong. It'd be disastrous if he were to collect all 5 demon swords. I'm sorry to place an additional ordeal upon you youngins, but I would like you to collect as many of the demon swords as you can before that man can find them himself. We wouldn't mind doing that, but we can't find them if we don't know what to look for. Also, we are hard-pressed to stop an approaching war. That takes priority. I understand. Listen carefully, remember these descriptions then. The calligraphy sword has an ink pot-like shape at the bottom of the hilt, and the blade itself looks like a very long paintbrush. The servant sword looks like a normal sword until you see the point. At the tip of the blade, you can see a total 4 blades. Yeah, you definitely gotta stop with the numbers. Just spell it out. The illusion sword is semi-transparent. It also emits an eerie fog. The reduction sword looks like an ordinary sword except for the fact that it has the kanji for reduce written on the hilt. Unfortunately, you spelled unfortunately wrong. Their locations are completely unknown. I'm sorry, but other than the hell sword, they're all lost, scattered throughout the world. Well, maybe if we're lucky we'll stumble upon one of the swords. Well, if you do, be very careful. Empty your mind of any negative thoughts as much as possible. Focus your mind on only positive thoughts when handling a demon sword. It's easier said than done, old man. Unfortunately, that's all this old man knows. Come by again if you wish to hear any legends passed down through the ages. Well, thank you for this story. We'll be leaving now. Well, that part's pretty cool. It's really long, but I like the little thing about the demon swords. It's pretty cool. And the story about the town and all that kind of shit. That's pretty nice. These demon swords really bother me. They aren't the type of object you want to let anyone free in the world. Yeah, but one of them is already in the possession of that scary guy who met in the forest. Who are you? You look like you're thinking really hard. You spelled about wrong. Something. What is it? Huh? Guess what you were thinking about. Oh, it's nothing. Hey Ryu, you seem really out of it. What's wrong? Hey Ryu. Huh? Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's nothing. Well, if you say so, you don't have to keep bothering me yourself, you know. No, I'm fine. Come on, let's go. Kurotsuki. What does that name sound like? Why does that name sound familiar? Maybe your father mentioned a long time ago before it was banned. Alright, we'll stop here for now. Later.